Welcome to the Freshpak Natural Goodness series. We all need reassurance that we're making healthy choices for ourselves and for our families. Fortunately, with the natural goodness of Freshpak, you know you're doing just that. Keeping kids entertained is a challenge moms often face, and it's sometimes so easy to fall back on TV and digital means to keep the boredom away. But today we're talking scrapbooking as a crafty and creative activity for the whole family, and loads of fun to enjoy together. To show us how to make a scrapbook is creative consultant and author of Real Easy Décor and DIY and 50 Upcycling Projects From Trash to Treasure, Misi Overturf. Welcome to the loft, Misi.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you with us. So as a DIY expert, you love upcycling objects and turning old objects into new, beautiful things. What are the benefits of DIY?
I think it enables someone. It turns you into the designer, the maker, the creator, the conceptualizer. It all starts, everybody learns new skills when they do that, and it's empowering. And that's what I enjoy about it, when people learn new skills and they feel like they have achieved something.
Yeah. Scrapbooking has become quite popular. In fact, I find it's always been popular. What is it that's so exciting about the world of scrapbooking?
I think it's a perfect way to document special events and memories. Like it's an album, but for different things. I think kids can have so much fun, a family can have fun together when you document according to a year's events, highlights, or sporting events, or parties, or when you have friends at home and you have a dinner party, you can document the food that you made, your recipes, or even we can do a tea party, all the tea parties you host.
Yeah. And how do we get started? How do we make up our own scrapbook?
There's a whole underworld.
I'm sure.
And
I've seen some really impressive scrapbooks out there.
So you can divide it into different themes for yourself. For kids, it's perfect to document events like inter-schools or sporting events or parties. For adults, it's a fun way of documenting the growth in renovating a home, or special events, and especially food. I saw an interesting one where you could document the food. It's a meal journal. And
of what you eat every day. Oh my gosh.
Not necessarily,
but
great
to find
food.
out what I eat every day.
Like great restaurants you visit. And
oh, wow.
So it's perfect for those Instagram foodies to document and to print out those pictures and keep a journal, and then actually maybe add the recipe to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this sounds like a fun activity to get the kids involved. How do we get them involved?
Well, there's certain ways of approaching the project. Now, I think to start small is best. Like this one I made for my 16-year-old niece. She was recently visiting on holiday. So what you need is beautiful paper, and this is a concertina-style little scrapbook with just the memories of her short holiday here. And I contrasted two different types of paper together with the cover and the inside. So you need paper, you need some glue, you need a paper trimmer, and then you can cut it to any size. And what I think is if you start with these small little booklets, you can actually group them all together later in a bigger album. Because you think it's a fun project, but the costs do amount to quite a lot.
Yeah, I tried scrapbooking once and I found out how expensive it can get.
When you start. So it's best to start small and build up your toolkit.
Absolutely. And I mean, obviously, the kids need to be careful with the scissors, because I have two little boys who love to cut up their clothes if I hand them a pair of scissors.
So that's something I would look out for. You get an easy paper trimmer. That's safer to use if you teach them. But I think those are the things or maybe you can cut up the paper for them and they can just use the glue.
Right.
But it's a great way to teach them the skills.
Yeah. Just take us through the basic process of scrapbooking. If somebody wants to start and they just don't know where to start creatively, what should they be thinking?
I think it's the best place to start is, if you want a picture book, is to organize your photographs. So you'll have them on your phone or your computer. So invest in good quality printing paper if you can do that at home, or otherwise find a shop where you can print your pics. They normally come in jumbo size, just standard photographs. And then a trend is also to cut the photographs to different sizes. So you can see that I cut normal photographs into different sizes to fit the pages.
Wow.
And you can even collage them. You can cut one picture up in different squares and create a little space between them. So you can have fun with your pictures. So it's also important to use a glue that doesn't have any acid in it. Remember the
Okay.
old albums that when you look at old albums and the photographs are slightly yellow and the glue's yellow,
yes.
they actually damage the pics. So a big thing in the scrapbooking world is to use glue that don't have
acid in
it.
Oh, okay.
So that is one thing to preserve your pics. And then you can have fun. You can do photo corners. These are little kits you buy. There's a
whole world of photo
there
corners.
are walls full of trimmings and trinkets
Yeah.
and things you can add. Little flowers, ribbons, the photo corners. I added a ribbon. You can have labels. And then there's also the school of thought in scrapbooking that don't believe in glue, but they will just use little
like
pins for everything.
Okay.
And or you can put them in envelopes and you can
Right.
bind your envelopes together in an album or in a box.
Wow, that's definitely a beautiful scrapbook. I absolutely love it. And your niece is gorgeous.
Yes, she is.
But you know, my favorite thing about these chats is drinking a cup of rooibos. And I'm sure it's very beneficial for the kids to drink while they're in this exciting activity. Wouldn't you say?
I think it's a perfect drink. There's a little ritual involved. So it's a perfect end when you've worked really hard. And I think rooibos is cool because it's locally made. And there's no caffeine and sugar, so you can drink as much as you want.
Well, there you have it. The only time someone ever said you can drink as much as you want. Thank you so much for joining us today.
you.
Freshpak Rooibos is all about choosing the healthy way. With Freshpak Junior, moms can be assured that the kids will enjoy all the beneficial antioxidants, no sugar, no caffeine, and of course the natural goodness of Freshpak Rooibos. And it's delicious served hot or cold. If you'd like to win a copy of Misi's book, 50 Upcycle Projects From Trash to Treasure, as well as a Freshpak hamper of selected teas, SMS the keyword Freshpak, your name and city, along with the language of your choice, English or Afrikaans, to 33728 now. SMSs cost R1.50, T's and C's apply, and can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za. Until next week, keep yourself and your family happy, healthy, and enjoying life with the natural goodness of Freshpak Rooibos.